Welcome to the party. It's your boy Malintent. We're back again for another day of Last Epoch. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it out. I want to play, and I was sitting there and I was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Should I play? I got the Spriggan and I'm playing the Spriggan. The Spriggan is actually pretty cool, but I kind of want to get back to playing standard. To start leveling my normal dude, and so that's what I'm working on right now. Is I'm just trying to level him. We're gonna see exactly what we can do over here. We want experience. We want that. We want that. So we are going to go ahead and run through. We got a bunch of stuff we got to get done. So what we're looking for, and what we're looking for, just FYI, is we're looking to just level up, because we need to level up, get Paladin up another, 2, 8, 9, 10, 2 and 15, 2 and 5. We got to get those levels up so we can go ahead and get the configuration I want, which is to throw in What's up, Sepro? How you doing?
I cannot do that.
Woo! Nice boots. Okay, helmet. That's the relic we were looking at. Not as that nasty as this time. Yeah. So let's see here. What I just did was I'm picking up just picking up some stuff. I need to adjust my filters.
I cannot do that. Stand down or die.
So I got these this configuration. It works really well. Oh, I finally got Spriggan. And I actually have Spriggan, so it works. It's not as good yet, but it will be even better. Also, I played a little bit offline, but I really wanted to get back to playing this. And one of the things that I had problems with was if I play this offline, because I wanted to just not stream and just play. But if I play this offline and I die offline, there's not going to be any video of it. There won't be anything for it. It'll be just me dead with nobody knowing it. And so I was like, I might as well get online and stream so everybody can actually see it. So if I do die, it'll be like, oh, he died, and y'all get to see it online.
I cannot do that.
So somebody did win the 5,000. Just FYI, the race. Somebody won the first prize. I don't know if anybody won the second one, but the first prize has officially been won. Somebody down the Uber guy already. Took 4 days. Took 4 days, but somebody did it. He's level 100. I don't know if anybody else has won, but currently the guy who is trying for the second one, he was having a hard time, so he stopped. So went back to trying again, trying to level up again, so he didn't have to run into any major problems. Because what was happening was he kept on leaving. He was like, look, I got to get out of here. It was like he started off with like 4,000 ward or something like that. And then he would lose the ward and get to where he's just fighting. And he only has his hit points left. And he would be fighting the dude and only getting like maybe about, I'd say he was maybe about 20% done. Hey, good. Nice watch streak. Well, nice watch streak. I like that. I like it when you just, when I come online, you're like, I gotta watch a Mal try to kill himself on this game. I got a following of people who wants to see this train wreck, you know, coming to the station. So, but yeah, he was starting off at 4,000 ward, and then he was sitting there and he would get down to like only his hit points left. So he was like, and he'd log out. He'd log out because he was like, I don't wanna die. So he'd log out and get out of there.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
No health potions. That's just terrible. Oh, there goes a health potion. Takes me up to 3. Oh, drat. I see it now. Okay, so for me to beat this this one, I have to actually open these things and fight these guys.
You will take my place. Out of mana.
So this is bad because I hit the button by accident. Burnt one of my multiple potions.
Freedom at last. My research wasted.
Oh, good experience. Okay, now. Midnight Strand. Look at that. Let's go.
Stand down or die. I cannot do that. Stand down or die.
So I got to figure out who that was. I don't even know who that was. It was just somebody requesting a video call.
I cannot do that.
What's up, Lycanthropy? What's up?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Give me a second. Let me answer. That's my boy. I gotta answer him back. Yeah, since that was my boy, I had to answer him. Oh, look at this. So I got I got whatever this ring is. This is Dodge ring. What? Why does it look so weird? No, that's not a Dodge ring. That's a volatile zombie ring. Oh. Then I got this. I can make something into awesome. So for my Spriggan configuration, where is it? So I have one chest piece. I could do a second one. I've already got multiple of the amulets. So I'm gonna confirm that. All right. So, see if my boy says something.
I cannot do that. Stand down or die.
Woo!
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
So we got
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
that one got a little bit dangerous, a little bit, just a tad bit dangerous. The reason it got a tad bit dangerous is because if I get hit with that thing by accident at the very start, it throws me off, and I had to compensate for it as soon as possible. And it's like, ooh, what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, never mind. Well, I take that one on. I'm gonna look at these items. And shatter the ones that I don't need. Hmm. Hey, I forgot about that. I can't do that one. That one hurt like crazy. Let's go ahead and go this route. Let's give ourselves some more duration there. I might have to respec out some points here to give ourselves back that duration. Smite, on the other hand, we'll do that. This one we need to go ahead and do. That's a bigger area effect. This is it. Let's go ahead and go with that. This goes here. Oh, hold up. What's this? Contains a random unique catalyst. Ooh. Legendary 2. We can get the devouring orb on that, we would be great. Multiple levels of devouring orb added here, but we need that vitality, not the strength. See, watch. 4, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, can't pass it up because that strength is not what I need. But I gotta redo some of these things real quick. Character dependencies. 30. $30. $30. Boots. Relic. All right. So that takes care of all of those. This needs to be... belt, boots, relic, and that. Okay, now we're talking about this one. This we need to go ahead and look at. So this one, any one of those two. We need to kind of look at these. So these, we need to go ahead and grab and throw in elemental resistance, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, poison, physical, and endurance. So if it's 5 or higher on vitality, I'll go that one up to 80. This one's up to 80. But we need to add in elemental, fire, lightning, necrotic, poison, void. Nope, keep void off because we don't need it. Physical and code, confirm. Update. That's amulet and body armor. Hold up. Body armor up to 80. That's to have vitality. Let's kick up the resistances. Oh, let me add in a sentinel based configuration, which could be void damage over time, or chance to inflict that, or that. Level warpath will work. So level of warpath, Inflict time rot on hit with void spells. Void damage over time. Confirm. So any of those 13 plus a level 5 or higher vitality. Really, should I be? Yeah, 5 or higher. That'll work. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adjusting character level 80. And that would be on the ring. Hold up. Cancel. Go back to ring. So I said any ring 5 or higher. No other selections. Okay. Just one of those. Got it. Got it. That actually works out. That means I should get more of those. And this is a belt. And belt should have elemental fire there, necrotic poison, forget void, endurance, and physical. Any one of those, it's going to be 5 or higher. Oh, belt got to be 80. See, I didn't put level restrictions in on my on this filter when I built it. So the reason why you put level restrictions in place is because you're like, I don't want to see everything. I don't want to see everything. I want to see only certain things. And so for boots, one of the things we want to see on boots. So the first thing we want to see is you have to have either movement or vitality. All right, doesn't matter, 5 or higher. The next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to go we want to see what other things we can have. So we said we want to see increased armor, but we're going to go ahead and add some of this other stuff. And the reason why we're adding some of the other stuff is because we want to make sure our defenses are right. We're going to get void resistance no matter what. So that's not something that we need to really concern ourselves with. So as long as it has a 5 or higher, a 5 or higher, what you want to call it? I can't think of the name of it. 5 or higher, tier 5 or higher stat, we want it all the way up until we get to 80. And then that was look at boots. We're going to look at the relic now. So our relic, which ones did we choose for the relic? We want to damage while channeling. And we chose level of smite on the relic. So that gives us 5 or higher on that. And then we just said 5 or higher on that. We didn't even care about any of the other stats on the relic. We were just like, yeah, let's just, as long as we got a relic, we didn't care. This relic just needs to have that. Oh, we actually could add some more on a relic too. We could actually have void damage type. Completely forgot about that one. That could have ended badly. Then we put boots 80, relic 80, and then we have this where we said we want 2 of the damage types that we want: melee void, void damage, void penetration, and void and damage over time. You have to have 2 of those, level 5 or higher, and that's gonna go for 80. Okay, so that's what we said we wanted. Now here, I forgot what we were trying to do with this one. Oh, I wasn't getting the time rift ones. A level of devouring orb. I bought LE today. Pretty lost, but having fun. Okay, so what are you lost with? I'm willing to help, sir. I am willing to help. So what kind of character did you want to play? And then what we can do is we can go ahead and start nothing specifically, just a lot of new stuff to figure out. Hit level 20, I picked up subclasses, then had to hop off. Ah, okay. Well, I'm all about trying to assist you. Loot filtering is probably the biggest thing you can get. Understanding the loot filter will either make you or break you in this game. If you don't understand the loot filter, it can hinder you a lot. I appreciate it. Going for the Rogue Falconer, giving it a shot. Can always try something else if I don't enjoy it. That's true. That's true. But I'm gonna go ahead and call this out. You really want to try to make sure you get a good understanding of the loot filters, because that understanding will definitely help you in the long term. And even I, who's been on the game a while, have messed up my loot filter a couple of times. Like, one of the things that I'm having is I'm finding a lot of stuff on the ground, and I figure, and when I was like, why do I got so much stuff? Why do I got so much stuff? I don't understand why I'm picking up so much stuff. The reason why is because I have been not paying attention to my gearing like I should. So an example is you turn off, you're supposed to turn off lower filters at a certain time. You turn them off because if you don't, you'll be getting a lot of stuff that just kind of shows up for no reason. And so what I did was I had my filters a little bit too wide open, so I was picking up a lot of stuff. I have a lot of things already, and I was like, I don't really, why am I picking up this stuff? It's slowing me down. It's slowing me down because I'm looking at it going, oh yeah, that would have been good a while ago. That's not good right now. And then I said, oh man, I forgot to build the filter with character limits, character limits on it. So I'll explain it in just a second. Let me make sure I got my other stuff correct. So belt, I'll get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one. This is a recolor for what? What am I looking for? That's the Sentinel stuff that I wanted, right? Devouring Orb. Yep, Devouring Orb and that. Cancel. Okay. So I don't want that. I want that to be like that. Okay. this one is one-handed weapons with void damage. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Sentinel specific type idols, and this one is just looking for things 5 or higher on cooldown and Sentinel chance for the thing. Okay, cool. Cool. I need to put this lower. I needed to match the other things first. Match this last. That'll help me out. Okay, so following a build guide, there's a loot filter he shared on the page, but it says in the game loot filter, and I'm not sure if it's gonna block campaign stuff that I want. Ah, yes. Okay, so if you open up the filter with Shift F and you have his filter selected, this is how you find out. Okay, so if he has things in the filter, at the very bottom of the filters, things like, where is it? So my helmet filter, initial helmet filter goes up to level 30. Then I have the color filter for red goes up to 50. The color filter for there goes up to 80. So right now I should not be able to see anything but these purples when they hit the ground. The other stuff is, yeah, it might have the stat I want, but I don't need it. And the reason why I don't need it is when I go to forging, and let me just throw something in there real quick so I can show you. There we go. Pull this out. When I go to forging, if you look at the crafting materials, you'll notice that that's got 0 potential. No wonder. Grab something with some potential, even if it gets 2. So, like this. When I go in and I say, okay, what do I have? I can go in and as you notice, I got a lot of it. 45, 100s. I have very few of these, but these aren't ones that I'm looking for anyway. But the ones that I am looking for and I'm looking to use, I have good numbers of those. So what I'm gonna do moving forward is I don't need to have I don't need to look for those. I need to look for the better ones. So what I did was Shift F. At this level, I have it go until 80. So if it's tier 5 or higher, let me know about it. It might be a good replacement. Okay. Then when I get to the purple right here with emphasis, it has to be tier 6 or higher, and emphasize it if it's a stat configuration I want. So the first thing I do is I match for unique or set. I want to see every unique or set. Doesn't matter. Drop it. Let me see it. I want to see it if it's a unique or a set item. I don't care what level it is. I want to see it. So that's the first rule. The second rule says, hey, if it's a tier 6 or higher, for any of those things, which I haven't finished all those yet because I was going through at the time we were talking. So this is tier 5. I got to move this to tier 6, and I'll show you how to build a filter real quick as well, which will help long term. So you'll be like, oh, I can build a filter like a champ. Okay. The rules need to be in order. Yes, kind of, yes, kind of, no. Okay, you need whatever comes in first at the top gets matched first. If you have something that matches it up here, it won't match it at the bottom. Okay, so you can make complex rules that could actually mess up other things. Like right now, if you see this is my loop right here, over here. If I hit X, you see this? This is okay. So it has damage over time, but it's only tier 3. I don't care. It has, this has only elemental resistances. It's tier 1. I don't care. You know, so what I'm doing is I'm actually taking and I'm hiding all the things that are not worth me even considering. So, but let's go ahead and let me show you a filter. Let's go to no filter, and then I'm gonna create a new filter, right? Create new filter. I'm gonna call this test. Confirm. Okay, so I got a new filter called test. All right. So the first thing that I do when I create my filters is I do the following. You're gonna see a lot of things of a certain rarity, right? So rarity, normal. I want to hide rarity normal when I get to level 15. So it's going to hide any normal items, all the way up to level 15. Until level 15. So where is it? Test. So, this one goes up until level 15. We want this to go up to level 99. Sorry. This filter is usable to level 99. So it hides all the low level stuff. That's the first thing I do. I usually build one like that. Then I do a hide, and I say, okay, I want to hide rarities of magic. And I do that starting at level 16, going to level 99. And then I add it. Now it's going to hide all the rarities. 15 and 16 and 99. Yeah. So that way, what happens is from 0 to 99, this rule works, and it's going to hide normals. From 15 to 99, 16 to 99, this rule works, and it hides all the rares or the magics. And I do that again for the other ones, and it's like hiding this one next. So I'm gonna hide this one because I don't want to see just standard things. Not hide all items, because hide all items is a bad thing. So I go rarity, I change this to rare, and then I say, okay, when do I want to start hiding just normal rares? So I did it to 16 to 20 or 16 to 99. The next one I'm going to be doing is probably, I'm going to stop it around about 30 to 99. So from this point on, any normal magic or rare that drops on the ground, I don't want to see it. Unless now what I do is I add in what I want to see. So I want you to show me. Let me show you real quick. Let me just go over here and find something. So I want to see anything that has parry chance. Okay. So I'm gonna make a rule. I want to see add condition. I want to see things with affix, and I want to see things that have parry, right? So parry chance, confirm. And then I say add. Guess what? It pops up now because it has a parry chance on it. Okay. So let's say but I don't want it to be the standard blue color. That would be terrible. Let's go ahead and recolor it. I want to recolor it, and I want it to be this color. Confirm, update. Now it's that color. Oh, that's not a color I really want to. That's something I could avoid. Let's do this color. That's still something I could avoid. What am I gonna do? Let's go ahead and emphasize it. Now it's bigger. You could also change it to whatever other color that you want to have in it. Now, let's say this is a tier 2, right? Now that's a tier 3 parry chance. What I would do is you can do advanced options, which is I'm gonna click advance. I want it to be more than or equal to 2. It'll still be seen. If I say more than or equal to 3, it'll still be seen. If I change it to 4, it doesn't match anymore. Then I don't get it. It won't match. It disappears. Okay. So you can make your rules kind of go with what your character is and how your character is. Okay. So I'm gonna delete the test filter because I don't. Oh, no, I'm gonna leave it just in case, just to teach people when I need to. So where was I? Void Knight Warpath. Okay. I need to figure out what stats my character needs before I can get the in-depth with this. Yeah, well, hold up. That's easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easier than you think. All right. So at the bottom of your screen right here, your powers. If you go like this, right, and you put it over there, you see this thing says scaling tags. This will scale with void, spell, and area. So anomaly scales with void, spell, and area. This one scales with physical, melee, area, movement, transversal, strength, and dexterity. Am I using this one for damage? No. So I'm not worried about it. This one does void, spell, vitality. This is a damage dealer, right? This one does void, spell, damage over time, area, and vitality. And this one is void, melee, area, channel, movement, short, range, strength. Okay. So where am I going to get most of my damage from? These two spells are where my damage is going to be coming from. And do they have anything in relation to each other? Void and void. Vitality and vitality. So if I put a lot of points in my vitality is 56. If I put a lot of points in vitality, then hey, those spells are going to scale. Okay. So so the more vitality as my main stat, the better it's going to be. So I need to make sure that I have vitality on my rings. I need to make sure I have my vitality on my boots. I need to make sure I have vitality on my chest piece. I need to make sure I have vitality on gloves if I have gloves, and vitality on. Oh, this doesn't have vitality, does it? I don't think you can get vitality on that. But you get vitality on every piece of gear I can so that I can get a high amount of vitality, which is going to scale my damage, right? And then there are things that you can do as well, which is when you look at your powers, and well, not these. This is thing, but we talked about vitality, right? Well, when I was building my character, vitality is right here. So I made sure I was getting the 8 points here for vitality. Now the guy build that you have probably already took all of that into account. So you don't have to deal with it. But vitality needed to be built here. Vitality was there. This doesn't have vitality, but what it does is with 5 points in it, I had to put 5 points in it. It converted smite from using attunement to start using vitality. So it made it a vitality power. So these are things that you look at when you're doing those things. And then we talked about void, right? There's tons of void in this thing. So like here, this is increased melee and echo chances. This gives me an echo chance increase and increase my armor. This one does the time rot. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and find things that are going to be increase our void damage. So this, when I get this up to 5, I'll take this and put points into this. But right now I'm putting points in the paladin. And the reason I'm putting points in the paladin is because I want this one called Symbols of Hope. And the reason why I want Symbols of Hope is if you look at Symbols of Hope skills, there are some things that are going to be really nice to have. Mana efficiency and maximum symbols. Then you get mana regen per point. Symbols of Hope grant you and your allies increased mana regeneration. So this is going to be mana regeneration for me. It's also going to be void damage for me. So if I go and make sure that I have as many symbols as I can, i.e. an extra symbol here, make sure that I get this maxed out, make sure I get this. There is one place where I can get a symbol, which is, there's another one. Oh, where is it? There's another place where I can get, there you go, maximum symbol. You can get, go in here, get and reduce the recovery for cooldown, and then get this other symbol. So I'll have 2 symbols plus the standard symbols that it has. But those are the kind of tips and tricks that I can give you right now. That's the tips and tricks that I can give you. I keep updating my journey for ultimate power. Always, always. I'm here to help you on your journey. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and go in this place real quick and get that done.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
The shrines in this game are so powerful. Yes, I love the shrines too. They're like the best thing. They are so awesome. So these are this is a shield, and the shield that is dropping and is being seen because I am an idiot and I built this. So this is being seen because of what? Melee? No, health. It has to be because of health. Shift F. 35. So this goes to 60. Update. So you remember I was sitting there saying that there's certain ones that I was seeing too much stuff. That was one of the reasons. And if you notice, they give you the location of where which rule caught that which rule caught that item and made you see that item. It was a number right at the end. So you just blocked everything below 60 with no health on it? No. What I did was I said, I want to see those things until I hit 60. Okay. So okay. So when you're at the beginning, you're trying to build gear. Okay. So how you build gear is you need to okay. So that's another thing I need to explain to you. You need to go to the shop every time you come back to the shop and you got 2,000 gold. You want to go ahead and go to the shop and you want to grab these things, the runes of shattering. And every time you just want to buy them constantly because you burn through them pretty bad. What you're doing is you're shattering, getting the shards so that you can use them to craft on other items. So you're just destroying them and everything like that. When you get to be about 60, you pretty much have all the materials you need to make most of your items except for the extremely rare ones. And the extremely rare ones, like the extremely rare affixes that you want, you're gonna have in your loot filter. Let me show you. So in my loot filter, I specifically state I want where is it? Where is it? It's down here somewhere, I think. Nope. Was that it? Nope. That was it. I think this is the one. Nope, that's the idle one. I don't care about that one. There is one that I have for here. So this one, cooldown and sentinel, these are rare. Chance to inflict time rot on things and level of devouring. If my other filters don't catch it, I want to see it. So this one is tier 5 or higher. What I should do is I should have one lower so that I can actually pick up. I should actually pick this up and just say, hey, if it's tier, just if it has one of those things, grab it. So that way I can always pick them up and because they're rare, those are rare. And so by putting it up at 5, it's a rare thing at a high level. So this way it's a rare thing without a high level, and I can just pick it up and shatter it to get the devouring orb, so that when I go in and make a helmet, I can add that affix to it and everything. So that's why you do those. What I did on that one, you were like, oh, you're getting rid of them. No, I'm stopping the rule from showing me them until when I get level 60, because I don't need them. I don't need it at that level. At that level, I don't need to catch every one of those health affixes and everything like that, because I got a storehouse of those. I already got a storehouse of those. I don't need to be trying to make sure I get any more of those. So I still, I'm still picking up things that I need, and I'm still seeing things like this. You remember I was sitting there and I said tier 6 or higher? This saw a belt, and the belt has a tier 6 necrotic on it. And so an example of what I mean by that. So let me just show you crafting. Okay, right now we're sitting there, we got this belt. I have a belt on right now that has 11 necrotic. It has cooldown of 13, and it has void damage and mana regeneration. So this is too low here. I got 45 potential. So what I can do is I can take this and switch it over to here, and then I can upgrade it. It used some potential, but it's now 8, which is lower than what I need. I'm gonna take it again. That's 4. That's 15 and 13. That's better than what's over on the right hand side. Now, do I need the mana regen more or the void damage more? This is giving me physical damage, which the physical damage is going to go to this. It's not going to go. So this one should have. Oh no, doesn't have physical. This one has physical, so I won't get any physical damage out of this one. So it's not going to help me at all in any of my powers. But I can go in and I can get void damage, right? I got 57 of those, right? At this level. I'm just 70 something right now. So I got 57 at that level, right? So I can go ahead and I can go upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. And I got a boost somewhere. So it gave me a void boost. So I'm now at 4, right? So this is 39. This one is 31. Upgrade. This is void damage 60 versus void damage 39. Cooldown is at 15. So if I do this switch, I'm going to get more damage. It's a better deal for me to go ahead and do it. I only got 4 forging potential left. So since I have 4 forging potential left, I might as well go ahead and upgrade that. Now I got cooldown recovery at 16. Go ahead and so we got 40 65, 51 72, and 88 90 80 88 89. So I'm gonna put this belt on. 41 80, 53 35, and 9,180 potential mean. Okay, so forging potential, what that does is it's how many points do you have to craft? How many points can you use to craft? So let me see. I can find some on the ground somewhere because I know I left some stuff. Is that it? Yes. So this is a helmet. So this helmet is called a tusked helmet. It only has 31 potential, right? So it's a great helm. if I do this and I put it in place, right, I can actually go and put things on it. Every time I add something, it has a potential of eating, see, 31 forging potential remaining. I have a cost of 1 to 10. It can cost me anywhere from 1 point to 10 points to do it. There are ways to minimize that. Yes, 1 to 10. It could be anywhere between. Now, minimizing it, you can use this. Glyphs of Hope. Modifies the outcome of a craft, granting a 25% chance that no forging potential cost is going to happen. So I could use, as long as I got Glyphs of Hope, and I got it tagged right here for Glyph of Hope, I hit this and it might not eat any forging potential. Okay. And there's a random possibility, which happens on a normal, but there's a random possibility that you do a great forge. When you do a great forge, you'll get that extra level, like I did on when I was making the belt. I got that extra level of void damage. It just jumped it from void damage. It was supposed to go to void damage 2, but it made it void damage 3. And then, you know, and so there's that type of possibility as well, right? All right. So, and this is, so that's what forging potential is. Every time you add something, there's always a chance of it burning potential. So the higher the potential an item has, the more forging you can do. Yep. Hey, I told you I'm here for you. I want you to enjoy this game. I don't want you to sit there and be like, look, I'm done. See, because if you enjoy this game, then what happens is I can play it more and you won't be mad at me because I'm playing it. Well, that's one reason why I play Path of Exile more is because every time I'm playing like LE or something like that, I get comments about when's the next time you're gonna be doing PoE, because they don't like this game, like me watching me play this game, and I'm like, really? This is the best game in the world. Y'all, I'll play this offline then without y'all seeing me.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
But as you can see, I'm picking up a lot less items now. Because I only need to pick up the items I want and I need for this character. Now, a lot of people go, oh, well, you're wasting a lot of, what you want to call it? A lot of things that could be really good for other characters. Well, that character is not online right now. And if I think that way, then I'll have so much stuff. I'll be picking up everything that I could possibly think of, because guess what? Everything's good for some character or another. You know.
Stand down or die.
There we go, and I'm done with that echo. So also what I'm doing is I'm hunting particular types of items. And the thing that I'm hunting the most is, let me do this. Something is broke. I got to put in a bug fix because that's not working. Okay, so I'm hunting certain types of items. Yeah, it's a stop and pick up everything for every character. You'll never play the game. Yeah, got to chapter 5. Nice, nice. That's awesome. I need to get mana leech or something. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You remember I was sitting there saying I need to get remember I was saying I need to get the symbols of hope. Symbols of hope will get me mana.
You can't touch me. Stand down or die. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Stand down or die.
So for most things, I don't need the mana. Okay. The reason I need mana mostly is because is when I'm going up against large single targets.
I cannot do that.
If I got a bunch of things coming at me, they die constantly and really quickly. It's when I have those one-offs that actually cause me the problem. So also you notice I get these things over here. So I'm trying to get more lizards. I finally went to get my lizard route. I want my lizards. So I've been looking for set items, and the reason why I'm looking for set items is I want my necklace, I want my shield, and I want my doggone weapon. But I can't seem to get it unless I wish those shard pickups were auto like gold. Yeah, they are kind of auto. You click them once and you pick up all the shards in the area. I mean, what if you don't want to pick up any more shards? Why, you know? What if you got, you know, 300-400 shards and you just don't want to pick them up anymore, you know? Auto pickup of shards is gonna be a problem. So you turn shards off, the ability to see shards, and then you're like, hey. Or you just run past them all the time and, you know. At some point, shards are not that important. In your gearing process. Other times, they are. Let's see. Ah! 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 Y'all saw that, right? That was the same type of pattern that killed me last time. I got to the edge and he stopped and I was like, no, not again. I was about to cry. But there isn't a limit to shards. I don't know. Hey, I don't, you know, hey, I'm not arguing about that. I'm not arguing. Dang it. Me and this game are about to have some serious problems. Me and this game are about to have some serious problems. Y'all saw that, right? Set items, and it wouldn't even give me the good set. I've been looking for my set for like forever. All right, so I went Circle of Fortune. I thought Circle of Fortune would make this easy for me. No, Circle of Fortune hasn't made it easy at all.
I cannot do that.
there's something down here. What was it? What's a charm? There we go. Oh my gosh, Sephiroth!
Stand. I cannot do that.
See, I'm over here fighting for my life, trying to get me killed. That's not acceptable.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
There we go. I hate this game. You don't want me to have my cool stuff. That's all it is. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy against. It's a conspiracy against me. They just don't like me. That's all that is. No, gotta leave that one there. I can pull that one out. Put that in place. Now, what were these? Accidental pickups? Nope. $37. Let me make sure that 37 is. Oh, this is when I was actually picking up picking up stuff just to do with. So this one was picking up. Make sure that I got this right. No, chance divine orb, right? That's 37. Cooldown. Ah, that's because it's got cooldown recovery on it. I gotta do that and remove that. There you go. I put the cooldown recovery on it by accident. Ah, but that's okay. We good. We good. We're making our way to where we need to be. So this one is a woven echo. Devouring orb. Devouring orb, and but let's just challenge it. Time rot and devouring orb on it. Okay. I could have empowered those, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. This one empowers wouldn't give me anything. This one empowered wouldn't give me anything. The empowerments would not benefit my character. So that's why I didn't empower it. There we go. Echo's been completed. Next echo. So we just knock out these things one at a time, one at a time. Oh, I gotta show y'all my Spriggan too. Spriggan is awesome. I didn't even realize I've never played it until recently, and I was like, oh, Spriggan is actually a pretty solid solid thing.
I cannot do that.
I didn't realize it was these guys or those guys, and none of them show up in the none of their corresponding mobs showed up. So these all
die.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. The echo's complete. Now let's go do the woven thing. Oh, that was close. Idle. A primalist. 30% chance for wolves to retaliate with lightning strike when hit. Your wolves cannot be stunned. 37% increased minion speed. 43% chance to shock on melee hit. 8 plus melee lightning damage. 43% chance on a hit with lightning skills to grant your wolves additional melee lightning damage equal to your melee lightning damage. This might be interesting. And this sucks. But this sucks too. But we're gonna empower this thing anyway. We're only empowering it because of that one thing. That one awesome thing. That's a helmet. Not the helmet we use, but I have another question. Go for it. Shoot your question. When I was looking at the map before, it would show quest levels next to each quest on the map, but I can't figure out how to find it. It's not there anymore. Oh, check your settings. There might be something in your settings. I'm not sure, because I don't really do that all very often. So that one's a newer one on me, really. Let's see here. One day chance to melee hit, additional divine bolts. What's a divine bolt do? Anybody remember what the divine bolt is? Divine bolt. It's a fire spell, and it goes for the attunement. Not worth anything for me. Just keep on going that endurance route. So every time I do, I get, so my endurance is 26. Maximum is 60. So if I can get just a little bit more endurance now, well, I got to get a lot more endurance, but
that. I cannot do that.
Some of these things are new. Like, that's the first time I saw that worm. That's like a frost worm or something like that. That's new for me.
Do that.
Ooh-wee. There we go. Ooh wee, let's go. I need that holy symbols. I really need those holy symbols. That might survive. Let's think about that one. I'll lose a little health, but I can get, okay, let's pull this. Let's pull that ring and see what we got. If I pull this ring, I definitely need the elemental. I definitely need the elemental. But the ring here, this is gonna give me 4-3, 5-4, 9-3, 5-9-2. Get 100 points more just by switching it out. but I need the elemental resistances. So look for elemental resistance, 86 of those. Go ahead and make that one. See, and I didn't lose any forging potential. It happens to hit shift with your maps open. FYI, okay. If you shift when you, oh, it literally isn't the setting, so I just got lucky hitting buttons until I figured it out. Got it. Because I was like, one guy was asking me about potentials and how I was seeing potentials. I said, I just turned it on. I don't remember how I did it. It's just inside the thing. All right, so what we got is we can upgrade elemental. Elemental resistances went up by 1 when I forged increase to mana regen. So my mana regen went up. Now mana regen is at max, and I haven't used any forging except for 1. So I can actually go up again. That's maxed out. Critical success. I'm now maxed. So this has 31 mana regeneration, 45 damage for damage over time. Poison is at 10 and elemental resistance is at 18. I might as well max this out. Critical success, poison resistance. That's it. This is a maxed out ring that I can craft. Craft 555. Now what I can do, what I could have done, which I didn't think about, and this was a dummy move on my part. If I would have done this one here, which is seal, hold up. Nope, where's seal? Seal's this one. If I'd have done this one, I could have possibly sealed one of those and then had been able to make some changes and modifications, but that's okay. We got this, we working it. We have very good resistances around the board, except for physical. Physical still sucks, but we're doing real well on keeping ourselves together. Now, don't forget, you can always go here, go to the shop and do the. I grab those less when I get up in level, because it just doesn't seem like it's worth it. Now you see my, oh, let me show you my Spriggan. Spriggan is awesome. I never knew Spriggan was pretty cool like this, but Spriggan was pretty good. So this is, of course, is my Void Knight. I'm 75, going pretty good. This is my Spriggan. I got him running in my hardcore run. Now, I'm still leveling him because he's, needing to be leveled, but the awesomeness is definitely there. So, all right, so confirm. So that ring, oh, respect. Confirm. This place armor weapon item, the imprint, the slot. How symbolizes opening, cloak, cache, and echoes. Place imprint slot. Place a woven echo to imprint on a slot if you have chosen a spawn. No, that's not what I want. Jewelry. Oh, there you go. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to respec a little bit. Respec. Take that point. Confirm. So this, what it does is it allows me to imprint. Okay. Place a weapon or jewelry item to imprint it in this slot to have a small chance to drop a pile of similar items when killing enemies in your regular echoes. Okay. So what can I put in there? There is a really nice, oh, I can't do it. This is the wrong guy. So, but either way it goes, I can imprint that almost perfect ring with 24 things. So what'll happen is it'll drop all tier 5. And then I can actually possibly get a better item because it'll drop either tier 5 or higher. Okay, so I got to remember to do that later. Okay, so one of the things, oh, let me show you my Spriggan. What am I doing? Not even thinking. Spriggan needs to come out. Spriggan needs to come out and play. So you guys will be like, oh, that's a Spriggan? Oh, that's awesome. No, it's actually pretty cool. So where do I gotta go? I gotta try to get to the courtyard, so I gotta figure out where the courtyard is. Okay, I'm gonna switch into my Spriggan. I'm switching my Spriggan in just a second. Let me see if I can do this. So Spriggans, as you can tell, have these little melee vines that they can throw out. Right now I'm using the 3 melee vines because the 3 melee vines look like, until they start dying, I don't need the increased damage and reduced melee vine configuration. So I think the other melee vine is there for like when you decide you want to go bossing or something.
Impossible.
And so I'm using the vines, but there's other things that they have capabilities of doing. Like one of the things that he has the capability of doing is using that. I didn't spec into it or anything like that, but you got like a thorn that you can shoot out. And when you shoot the thorn out, you can actually hit things with it. To me, it looks like it's like a rapid fire against one creature, but so one of the things that I think is going to be interesting is vines themselves. I expect them to the point where the vines will keep me raged if they're attacking something. So as long as I have enemies to attack, I will fall out of my my Spriggan form. Now I still have what you want to call it? I still have the ability to drop out of Spriggan form manually. And I don't have, currently I don't have my my Spriggan companion, which the Spriggan companion is going to be able to throw out some of these as well. So all your vines come out on the other side. Now, the one thing I haven't been able to figure out is vine damage. I can cast a bunch of vines. Do they lose damage the more I or will they lose the more I put out there? Because it doesn't seem like it. So this always gets me a good question on this, because so So as you can see, I'm sitting there and I'm burning through a lot of creatures and stuff like that. But yeah, this is Spriggan. Hey, belt of purity. There we go. Second build time. Oh, what? Yeah, it's the second build, but the only reason it's the second build is because Genkenstein was sitting there and he was wondering. You remember I had asked him which build should I make next? Genkenstein was like, Druid. You remember that? He chose a Druid. Yeah, it's a like I said, it's the first time me ever running a Spriggan, and it seems like it goes pretty good. There are some limitations to it, but I think some of those limitations are taken care of if I actually pick up like the Spriggan pet, the companion. So some of this stuff he will be doing himself, as well as there's some things that I know I couldn't do very well, but the individual computer probably would be great, and that's crowd control type stuff. Hitting a mob is terrible for me, but I think the computer would be able to hit the mob for like slowdowns and things like that. So let's go ahead. I think it's a pretty cool build. I really do. I can't wait to really get into it to see exactly how well it does. But I think it's a really cool build. And there's like a bunch of stuff that's like, I gotta try that. I gotta try that. Like, I only got a little bit into I'm only a little bit into it. And so some of the things that I want to do is like the vines right now, I just have vines doing their normal thing. I want to be able to throw points into here. And that's a 40% chance of poison. I can get up to 100%. 100% chance of poison there. There, and there is the next. If I can get 3 points into this, 1 point into this, and 1 point here, every time I switch forms, I'll have 2 Spriggans I will bring up. Not one, I'll have 2 Spriggan companions, just like I have 2 wolves. And the Spriggans companions should be able to do vines just like me. Now, there is this that I need to figure out if I'm going to take the 69% reflect or the 84 ward per second. This one will generate ward. When I get to 35, it'll generate ward. Now I am 25, 3 more levels, and I get to try to put on one of the necklaces. So I got 1 necklace that's necrotic 35. I got a blank 1. I have necrotic 39, and then I have a blank one. So I have 2 blank ones that I can do. And then I got this one. So as it stands, this is the one that I'm thinking about putting on, but that gives me a +1 to my Spriggan and a +1 to my Spriggan form. So I have Spriggan form +1, Spriggan +1, so that gives me a lot more toward my Spriggan. Also, it says 2 rage gained per second per summoned vine. So as long as I have vines out, I'm going to generate rage, which will keep me from running out. I got 8% increased movement speed while transformed, and it gives me 24% increased armor while transformed. Plus it gives me a little bit of mana. Now, the cool things, or some of the things that I'm looking for, is in this particular build, I'm looking for, on my boots, I'm looking for movement speed. I'm looking for movement speed. The boots have to have movement speed. And it's, you know, I want them to have movement speed because I think movement speed is going to be the bigger thing for this build than the other stuff. So what I mean by that is I will be able to move faster, which is going to give me more capabilities to be able to do things because I'll move faster. I'll be able to get to the mobs quicker, and then I will be able to cast the vines more often. So one thing you can't do inside of any video game is depend solely on like my transformations. Because if I get stuck without being able to transform or being able to transform or do my transformation, what will happen is what just happened right there, where I don't know what to do damage wise. So I have only the wolves, and then I have upheaval, which causes totems. So I got 2. That's my backup plans right now. My backup plan is the wolves and the upheaval. Now, when I get the Spriggan companion, that's when it's going to change. So when I get the Spriggan companion, I will probably have to pull something so I can use the Spriggan companion, because I want the Spriggan companion to be used. I'm still trying to figure out. So 2 points here, and then I get that one. That's what it was. So this is when I transform, I have the chance to cast Thorn Shield. And so now what's going to happen is I'll cast Thorn Shield, as well as I will be able to do, it will cast cast this on as well, which is a heal. So those are some of the cool and good things that are going to be coming. Is now, don't get me wrong. These totems work as well. The totems that I'm using right now, they work just as well. You see that damage that they're able to? They do good damage. They do good damage. It's not like, oh, I have to be in my Spriggan form. I'm gonna wanna be in my Spriggan form. I'm gonna wanna be in my Spriggan form, but I don't have to be in my Spriggan form.
Have you come to make me whole?
Impossible.
So like that would actually be nothing but generation for me. And I'll switch back to human form. There we go. Okay guys, time for me to go to bed. Wife had sent me a message earlier and I had just been messing around. I wanted to show y'all the Spriggan build and see how it works. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Session 2 is over. I know it's a little early, but I promised her I'd spend some time with her. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, and I hope this helps you in your quest for ultimate power. Talk to y'all later. Peace.